I'm now trying Enter the Gungeon in my laptop. You know, I play this in my Switch, and I'm really very good at the Switch version, but the laptop one, um, the control, especially the right click for dodge rolling, it needs some getting used to. But basically, Enter the Gungeon is a roguelike. And basically, when you say a game is roguelike, it means that every run is randomly generated. So every run is unique, every run is different. So you can have like different sets of weapons, different sets of armors, and different sets of enemies or bosses each time. So there are a limited number of bosses, so it's like randomized from a pool. But the unique thing is that everything else is randomly generated, and it's usually brutal because if you die every after a run, there are no checkpoints. You start all the way up to the beginning, right? And that's why me personally, I love roguelikes, right? Binding of Isaac and Rogue Legacy and Spelunky and this one Enter the Gungeon. I really love this game. So here I learned about I tried taking a video of my Switch, but the screen capture, the recording, the focus of my cell phone camera is really shitty. So, and I don't want to spend buy a dedicated camera for recording on my Switch. So I installed Enter the Gungeon on my PC and hopefully come up with a very nice video screen capture recording via the QuickTime of MacBook Pro. So basically what we're doing here, so let's go back to the game. What we're doing here is we're exploring the randomly generated dungeon. This is floor number 1, shooting everything that moves. And so in a single room, you can't like proceed to the next room unless you've killed every like enemies in that specific room. So there might be items after clearing and so on. This is the map right here. So we go to the next room. You have like chests that you need to open with a key. I have one currently, but let's not open that yet because the chests they're arranged in tiers, and the brown ones like the lowest tier. So let's see and check the map where we haven't the things we haven't explored yet. So right here. So the nice thing about Enter the Gungeon compared to like Binding of Isaac, since every room is quite huge, it has this teleporting mechanics within each room, which is really a very good quality of life change, you know. So yeah, I love Binding of Isaac, but this game is, if you ask me which is harder between the two, I'd say it has to be Enter the Gungeon. I played Isaac to death in like the PS Vita, and again, I'm really good at it, but this one is another beast of its own. Enter the Gungeon. So you have this enemy, this guy, the big one. It's not that annoying, but if there are like other guys in the room, it can get really hard. Hmm. So I can't get in here, but I see that in my map there's a shop right below me. So obviously that shop will connect here, and then it will connect to that lock room there. So we can buy items from our currency, which are like measured in bullets. So I can buy a heart or I can buy a key. Let me explore first so that I can decide which I will need, a key or a life. HP and ammo is also very important in Enter the Gungeon. So currently I have this my what do you call this, default gun. But the nice thing about the Enter the Gungeon is that um, you can get randomly generated like lots and lots of different cool guns, you know. And it's really very fascinating, the kinds of different guns that you obtain here. So now this is a blue chest, so it is a higher tier than the brown one. So I'm gonna open this one actually. um, okay, and I get this gun. It's called crest faller. So let me see and check our Ammonomicon, what that gun is about. It freezes enemies, so that's very cool. But as you can see here, new guns other than this default gun, these guns are like what do you call this? These guns are typically limited in their bullets, right? So you can't like spam them and so on. I'm trying to look for the shortcut button for I can't seem to find it for opening the Ammonomicon. Anyway, so I think we've explored all the floors except we have one little chest here, and then there's a heart here. So this heart, the red one that looks like a bullet, that's our like HP. So you see we lack a half heart there, so we get this. Then we teleport here and then get the chest below. So you can see this is a so I can either shoot that and destroy it and risk the content. So there's a chance that you can get the content, but most of the time it becomes a junk. So what we can do is instead we can buy the key here, right? It's 25 bullets, and then teleport back to the chest, and let's open it with an actual key, right? So that we will not waste anything that is inside it. So this is a cigarette. I don't actually like this because I believe let's read what it does. It can result, so sometimes I think this is the one that sometimes it hurts the enemies, but sometimes it hurts you, so not worth it. We just wasted our key using there. But let me shift to my crest faller, my freeze gun, and then let's go to the boss for the boss fight. So there are three possible bosses in chamber. The first chamber you have the Bullet Twins, Gatling Gull, or Bullet King. So here we have Gatling Gull. Basically, he's like among the probably the easiest boss in a floor one, and especially if you are lucky enough to get this floor where you have this like bookshelves right here, you can basically hide in the corner and he can't hit you there. So let's use the crest faller on him and just freeze his ass. Okay, so he transfers there, and then he fires these missiles. We can just dodge roll, reload, and then get away from him. So as you can see, the crest faller is actually slowing him down. So he will transfer again, and will he shoot or he's shooting. I thought he was like gonna fire some missiles. See, so that's really a nice stage for Gatlingo with the bookshelves on the corners. Like, can't do anything to you, just stay. As long as you just stay at the corners. And then when he goes away and fire the missiles, it's your chance to like unleash hell upon him. So one nice thing that I appreciate in Enter the Gungeon are like the puns and the way they name the items and the bullets, like all gun related, like the Gatling gun, for example, and the instead of dungeon it's a gungeon, and that was lousy. I just dodge rolled right into the bullet. So a dodge roll gives you an invincibility frame, but you have to be very careful because if you land at the very last moment, you lose that invincibility frame. So you have to be very careful. So here we have a new gun. So let's check that out. It's called Colt 1851. Let's check our Ammonomicon. And this is the one. Colt 1851, you dig. An ancient example of the gun craft, the Colt 1851 has been the gun of choice for many a nameless gunslinger. Okay, looks cool, right? But so basically that's it. That is floor number 1, and now we are gonna go to the next floor. So one last teleport to the store. Let me see if we can't buy anything else with our 35 credits. We can buy an armor, which is 25. We can buy a decoy. So I'm gonna buy this armor. So basically these armors right here, when you get hit, instead of being deducted from your life, the armor gets used up instead, and it acts like blank. And a blank is these three guys right here, the blue ones. And when you activate a blank, you know, it pushes enemies away. It does a little bit damage, but most importantly, it clears the screen for a while. uh, it clears the bullets, right? So if it's getting so bullet hell like, you can activate your blank, and then sometimes there are like secrets on the side of the rooms as well. So let's do that. Let's go to the places with where the chests are. See if I can remember them. One was here. So sometimes the secrets are located on the walls that are connected to nothing, and you can only open them with the non-default weaponry. So that's what I'm doing right here with my Colt 1851. So I'm trying to shoot the sides and, you know, secret rooms. So this, if you can remember, I left here the item, the secret pack. So this guy, if you leave it, after a while, this guy will steal it. This rat guy, right? So he says, "Thanks for the cigarettes, Flunky." So like, if you really want that item, then don't just leave it lying around. Get it, because after a while, the rat will definitely steal it. Okay. So let's slide the elevator and go to the second floor. Let's see. So the second floor is the called the Gungeon proper. And again, it's generating a randomized second floor, and it will be a bit harder than the first floor, obviously, but new enemies and stuff. Oh, I just activated my item. That's okay. So the special of this guy, this character, he's a marine, is to call for additional ammo. So as you can see, the ammo of my Crestfaller is like 158 over 250. So you get this, it will refill the ammo. Okay, but you can only use it once. After using that active item, it will be gone. Oh, that was lousy. I always um, find it weird. Again, it takes some getting used to that dodge roll is right click. I keep on pressing. This is the lead maiden. This is one of the harder, you know, small enemies out there. Basically, it opens, it has these bullets, and then they will like chase after you, and then while they're chasing after you, basically he will be like invulnerable. So you have to like shoot him while he's open. These bullets, guys, are very irritating. They like go near you and then producing bullets like that. This sun guy is, it will ignite, yeah, after dying. Now I have four blanks. I have bunny. I found something. The last one wasn't just a, oh, maybe that was an achievement. Okay, anyway, let's go here. The grenades are very dangerous. There are a lot of them, but you know, if you can kill them near the other enemies, they also get damaged by the grenade. Ah, that was bad. I should have used blank there. So could use some key right now. I don't have a key. These are shrines. Here it asks you to offer a gun for some reward. Let's not do that. I love my guns, but yeah, depending on the shrine, it gives you like different, like a recent reward thing. Another lead maiden there at the top. Ah, I failed to activate. There, that was the blank. So you saw that. So yeah, it's Q, but I'm still getting used to the controls because in the Nintendo Switch, the blank is just like R3. You press the right analog stick and I'm dead. Yeah. So what happens if you die is start again in the first floor. Everything is randomized and so on. Okay. So alright. So let me stop the recording here. But basically that's your enter the